Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We are back with Vinland Saga episode number 17. Last time on, the coup has kind of begun here. Askeladd's group, again, is, they don't trust him, and they don't think he's fit to lead them anymore. Their plan is to side with Thorkel, which, of course, as we know, that's just not something that you do. He will kill you. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this, because it's Askeladd, Bjorn, Thorfinn, and Knut. Those four. Although I'm not sure if Knut, like, I don't know where he lies right now in this situation, so it's hard to say with him. But for sure, Askeladd, Bjorn, and Thorfinn, those three are gonna be sticking together. And those three are all incredibly strong fighters, so, you know, we'll have to see how this plays out. Maybe they won't fight at all. Maybe they'll be able to talk it out like grown men, or they'll fight it out like grown men. We'll have to wait and see there. Again, Knut is just kind of not in a good place right now that he's found out that Ragnar died. My kind of question is, are they gonna piece together what really happened? I kind of thought there were maybe a couple hints last episode that maybe Knut was like, "Oh, this is what happened," but I don't know. They didn't really reveal anything there, so maybe not. But yeah, I mean, at this point, there's what, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 8 episodes left. That's 4 weeks. That is just under 1 month before we will be done with this show. Although the good news is, since the anime is coming to a close soon, because what just aired, episode 22, are they on 23 now? I can't remember, but we should be getting news of a season 2 soon, if there will be one coming up. So that is information that I am really eager to hear, because I'm really curious to see whether or not this is going to be able to be a show that they pump out yearly, or if it'll be, you know, whatever the case may be. I am curious to see what happens there, because again, normally, more often than not, if an anime is coming back next year, you're gonna get that information either on or before the last episode airs. So keep your ears peeled. Your ears peeled? Keep them open? Just pay attention. Anyways, I think it's time we get into the episodes. As always, links at the top of the description. It'll take you to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction highlight there, and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. All right, it seems like we are kind of in that end game moment of the season where, you know, it always happens with these types of stories where it comes down to the end of the season and everything's kind of meeting at one point. All the characters are here. All the grudges are coming to a climax. And I feel like these last, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 episodes. I feel like they're all going to be kind of awesome, to say the least. I mean, what can I say? We saw Askeladd fight to the end. He's still alive. And of course, if Thorfinn wins this fight, Askeladd will live to see another day, because Thorfinn's not just going to go around and kill Askeladd now. Again, we've gone through this multiple times. Thorfinn's not just going to kill. He doesn't just want to kill Askeladd. He wants to duel him and kill him. So clearly, you know, if Thorfinn wins, Askeladd will be fine. If Thorkel wins, well, then the main character is going to die, and Askeladd's going to die, and probably everybody else is going to die. So that would not be good. So I'm obviously hoping that Thorfinn wins, but that would mean Thorkel would die, and I really like Thorkel. I see all the characters in this show; they're all so awesome. And I think my favorite part about this show is there is no villain. Right? In fact, it's even hard to identify who the true antagonist of this show even is. You know what I mean? Like, the protagonist is Thorfinn, although that is even hard to say now, because Thorfinn's kind of just been, like, cast into the shadows. He's just this broken person. But, like, obviously Asclad is kind of the main antagonist, but at this point we've been working with him for so long that he is like, he feels like even more of a main character than Thorfinn does right now. Thorkel isn't really an antagonist. I mean, he isn't. I mean, I guess he is an antagonist, but he doesn't feel like one. He's just, he seems, he's just a guy who wants to fight. He's like an anti-hero, but not really. Like, he's not really, because he is an antagonist. He's, one of the main opponents of the protagonist, which is kind of how that works. But again, it just doesn't feel like it. The show's characters are just not traditional in any way. I guess that's the way I'm trying to put it. The lines aren't clear between who you want to succeed and who you don't want to succeed. It's just, I love it. Everybody has their own struggle that they're dealing with, and I guess that's what it all comes down to. I am I just really have the feeling that something is boiling with Bjorn as well. And I guess at the end of the day, whether I feel that way or not, the fact remains that Asclad hates the Danish, and Bjorn is a Dane. So I feel like, Bjorn's been kind of suspicious of Asclad. Asclad hates the Danish people. I feel like something's brewing between them, possibly, even though we haven't really seen any of that. But I don't know. I just feel like every time it cuts to Bjorn now, he's always like, he has that uneasy look on his face. So yeah, I mean, and of course, Asclad did admit that he hates his entire group. He hates the Danes. I wonder if that's going to be addressed if they survive this. They're going to go back and be like, hey, Asclad, what was that you said just then? Unless they go their separate ways, which might happen. Man, that scene with Asclad talking to his mom, that was actually a really cool scene. They hadn't even realized it was him till the very end of that scene, but I like the fact that they all have this, this land out west. And I think that's kind of a common theme throughout history, is like the West is always a better place. And I don't mean that in like the modern day, but I mean like, Vinland, and there's always stories of the New World and stuff, and especially like during the World War II, like in the Holocaust and stuff, it was always like Canada in particular was kind of the promised land. It kind of makes me feel good being a Canadian, because otherwise I don't really have, it's Canada, whatever. It's just like a bootleg America, but better. Not trying to start an argument, but it's how it is. But no, again, it's always like this new world is always what everybody's aiming for. And again, it just makes me question, are they going to make it there in this show? Again, it feels very similar to something like Attack on Titan with the basement and with getting outside the walls and stuff. It was like, is it ever going to happen? I don't know. Of course, we know now, but I really wouldn't have been surprised watching Attack on Titan if we never had learned the truth of like everything that's going on. It's just kind of one of those mysteries that just, it lasts for so long. And this isn't really a mystery. I mean, it kind of is, because they haven't been to Vinland themselves, but it's just this theme that we're always chasing, and it, are we ever going to get there? I don't know, man, but I love this show. I cannot wait to I don't want to finish this season, because that means there's nothing else to watch, but I can't wait to finish this season, because again, I feel like there's going to be some crazy stuff in the coming episodes, or I guess in the closing episodes of this show. And again, in a month's time, we will be all done with the show. And again, hopefully by then we'll have some news on a season 2. If not, I'll be a little bit depressed. But anyways, I think I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So as always, if you guys want early access and or the full-length versions of these reactions, you can click that link down in the description. It'll take you to patreon.com/sphericalfilms, and you can check that out there. But with all that out of the way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all on Thursday. Nope, it is Thursday. I'll talk to you guys all on Monday with episode number 18. Until then, peace out.